have a common denominator first. You cannot add fractions unless they have the same denominators or the same bottoms. The rule we use is add or subtract, make your shoes match. Make those bottom pieces match. Add or subtract, make your shoes match. So if I look at number 1, these shoes or these denominators do not match. Okay? They have to be the same number. Okay? So what can 8 and 4 both go into? Okay. They can both go into 8, so I'm going to make the bottoms both 8. You could have also made them both 16, 24, all right, or 32. This one must also be an 8. Okay? You have to have common denominators. Now, if I change the bottom here, the 4 became an 8. How do you make 4 and 8? And you're multiplying. What do you multiply 4 by to get to 8? 2. So what I do on bottom, I must do to the top number. If you change the bottom number, you have to change the top. Okay? So 4 times 2, thus I must do 1 times 2 is 2. Okay? So I multiply top and bottom by 2, and it now becomes 2 8s. Over here, did this 8 change at all? No. So will 5 change at all? No. Bring down my minus sign. Make your shoes match. Get common denominators. Okay? Multiply 4 by 2, so multiply 1 by 2. Now this is a problem like yesterday, and you can solve. The bottoms match, so I'm going to subtract the top pieces. 5 minus 2 is 3 over 8. Add or subtract, make your shoes match, and then you can solve. Let's take a look at this next one. Do our denominators match? Do we have matching shoes? No. So I need to create new fractions that have matching denominators. What do 3 and 4 both go into? If you're not sure, multiply them together. They both go into 12. So I'm going to make the bottom 12. 4 and 3, multiply them together, you get 12. Okay. How does 4 become 12? Times 3. And what I do on bottom, must do on top. 1 times 3, and it was a negative. Up here was a negative, so down here will be a negative. So in order to make the bottom 12, I'm going to times by 3, and what I do on bottom, must do on top. Let's check on this fraction over here. How do I make 3 a 12? Times by 4, and what I do on bottom, must do on top, times by 4. 3 times 4 gave me my 12. Okay. 1 times 4 is 4. It was a negative. I'm going to bring down my addition sign. If the original fraction is negative, our new fraction must also be negative. Now, do we have matching denominators? Yes. So now I can add the top pieces. Negative 3 plus negative 4, negative 7. And what will our bottom piece be? 12. Can this be simplified at all? No, it cannot. So our final answer, negative 7/12. Nice job. Number 3 has 3 fractions. Okay? So we need to change all of them to have matching shoes. All right? All of them need to have matching shoes. So 7 and 5. What do 7 and 5 both go into? 35. So I'm going to change all of these to be 35. Go ahead and change the top pieces. let's see how you did. How did 5 become 35? Times 7. What do I do on bottom? Must do on top. 7 times 2? 14. Let's come here. How did 7 become a 35? Times 5. What do I do on bottom? Must do on top. 4 times 5? 20. Last one. How does 5 become 35? Times 7. What do I do on bottom? Must do on top. 3 times 7 is 21. Now I'm going to bring down these addition signs. Okay. There were parentheses around these ones first. We know the order of addition does not matter. So if I add these two together, 41 over 35. I need to bring down my 14 over 35. The bottoms are the same, so I add my top pieces. 55 over 35. Okay. What is wrong with this problem? There's two things. One, the top is too big. And two, I can simplify. It doesn't matter which one you do first. So let's simplify these. What can I divide both 55 and 35 by? They both end in 5, so I can divide by 5. 55 divided by 5 is 11. 35 divided by 5, 7. Now this is an improper fraction. The top is too big. So how many times will 7 fit into 11? Once. If I take those 7 pieces out, 4/7 left. Add or subtract, make your shoes match. What you do on bottom, you must do on top. Simplify answer, improper fraction needs to become a mixed number. Try this next one on your own. Let's see how you did. 4 and 3. Add or subtract? Make your shoes match. And they don't match right now. So 4 and 3. What is the match for 4 and 3? 12. All right. How do you change 4 to a 12? Times 3. What you do on bottom? You must do on top. 1 times 3, 3. It was negative, so our new fraction must also be negative. 3 became a 12. How does 3 become 12? Times by 4. What you do on bottom? You must do on top. 1 times 4 is 4. Bring down my minus sign. We have matching bottoms, so I can look at my top piece. Negative 3 minus 4. It's a subtraction, so what's the rule? Change the sign, change the neighbor. Negative 3 plus negative 4. Negative 7. 12. Nice job. Let's take a look at this last one. In one town, 3/20ths, so that's got to be important, of the dogs are shepherds. 7/25ths are retrievers. 2/5ths are mixed breeds. Find the fraction of dogs that are retrievers or mixed. So I'm looking for retrievers or mixed. Let's pull out the information that revolves around retrievers or mixed breeds. Retrievers, what fraction? 7/25ths. Mixed breed, 2/5. What am I doing with these two fractions? Putting them together, adding them together. Go ahead and finish this one on your own. Make your shoes match and solve. Let's see how you did. 7/25 plus 2/5. Add or subtract? Make your shoes match. What do 5 and 25 both go into? 25. You could have picked 50 or 100 as well. You just had to do a little bit more work later. 25 times what? 1. It doesn't change, so will 7 change? No. If the bottom doesn't change, the top doesn't change. Over here, though, the top or the bottom does change. How does 5 become 25? Times 5. And what you do on bottom, you must do on top. 2 times 5 is 10. So this fraction did not have to change because the denominator would stay the same. Over here it does change. Times by 5, times by 5. Now we have matching shoes. Let's add our top pieces. You get 17/25. It cannot be simplified, so our answer is 17/25. Nice job today, mathematicians.